All right. Cuckoo and bonsoir. How was everybody doing? My name is Hollywood Jade. My pronouns are he, him, and sometimes sis, depending on which circle I'm in. Welcome to Joy, presented by BGMN Ontario, the Black Gay Men's Network. And I am thrilled to be your host for this evening. Happy holidays to everybody. I hope everybody has been able to find a way to spread joy and find joy for themselves. And it was intentional that I said happy holidays because there are multiple holidays that are celebrated between now and the middle of January. So whenever someone says happy holidays to you, know that they're not trying to exit Christ out of the season, but we need to be mindful and aware that there are other holidays that are being celebrated during this time. I am thrilled to be here. For those of you who don't know who I am and what it is that I do, I am a dancer turned choreographer and artistic director based here in Toronto, Canada. Shout outs to DC Music Toronto for hosting us this evening. I work with an array of artists in a wide variety of capabilities. I am a choreographer, artistic director. I do movement coaching. I've worked with the likes of Julie Black, Divine Brown, Keisha Shante. One of the artists who you will see this evening, Gary Beals. I am the artistic director for the Black Diamond Ball. I have my own company, Urban S. It's an urban burlesque company, and most of you probably would have seen me this last summer on Canada's Drag Race as the resident choreographer. It's the cheering section. It's very strange doing these things without audiences. Come on, cheering section. But I'm grateful to be here. I'm humbled to be here, and I just wanted to take a second and give thanks and congratulate all of us for making it to December 30th, because that in itself is a huge accomplishment. 2020 has been a very interesting, trying, and difficult year in a lot of different ways. I personally am grateful for the journey that I have been on this year. I've had a lot of highs career-wise. I've had some very personal lows, but the balancing act of all of it is that I am still here, that I am present, and I am able, and I am well, I am COVID-free, and that we celebrate. I want to take one more second and shout out the Black Gay Men's Network of Ontario. I think it's an amazing work that we have been doing and putting in and trying to establish more of a community amongst us queer men. And I think it's a beautiful thing that we are able to be here and celebrate this. I'd like to shout out Robert Ball. Snap your fingers. There's comments. Throw some flames, some hands, some finger snaps, whatever, into the comments, and just acknowledge this amazing human being for all of his hard work and effort in producing this event. I'm just grateful. I really am grateful. I was thinking about this earlier this year, and my word for 2020 is transition. It has been a year of transition mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. If you were following online on Instagram, you saw that I took over the Instagram today, and part of my day was my couch arriving to my new residence. So I unpacked a whole couch, and I still made it here. Uh, Again, we have to celebrate the small victories, you know what I mean? And for me, moving into my own space was not a small victory, it was a huge victory and something that has brought me immense joy. And I'm just so grateful. I think we are ready for our first performer. I just want to make sure that he is ready to go. They are ready to go. I see them. Side note, This is a personal thing. I've really, really been working on being better with people's pronouns and addressing people accurately. I think it is mandatory and necessary for us as a society to make this pivot in order to make everybody feel welcomed and everybody to feel celebrated and everybody to feel that they can be their authentic selves in our space. So, without any further ado, I would like to introduce our first performer for the evening. They go by the name of R.Flex, and I'm gonna let R.Flex take it away.
What up, Black BGMN Network? My name is R.Flex. You can, of course, check the flex at Flex R.Flex. The song's called Too Late. It's off my upcoming EP, Flex of Benefits. Check the flex. Out and out the cafe now, wondering how you get down. Do you dare, or do you stare? Do you care if I'm sincere? Across my vision, you clock. Am my decisions, you walk. Am I in my head? Am I in yours head? I'm out of coffee, I'll say it again. I'm out of you, filling up my head. Come get some of my loving before it's too late, too late. Come get some of my loving before it's too late, too late. Hey, come get some of my loving before it's too late, too late. Come get some of my loving before it's too late, yeah. Oh baby, baby, now I'm standing up in front of the door. It's the look of love, can't you see it? Oh baby, baby, now I think I might be falling in love. Now I'm on the floor, what you feeling? One touch is enough, two might be too much. Three might send me into overdrive overnight. For you, I'll be right. Five alive, oh fresh. Tell me what's your favorite flavor, boy? Flavor, boy. Come get some of my loving before it's too late, before it's too late. Before it's too late. Hey, yeah. Come get some of my loving before it's too late, before it's too late. Some of my loving before it's too late, yeah. Black BGMN Network, what up? What up at home, YouTube, Facebook? My name's R.Flex. Are y'all ready to check the flex? All right, let's do it. Oh, 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 ooh, before it's too late. Go get some of my loving, go get some of my loving, go get some of my loving. Come get some of my loving. Oh yeah. Before it's too late, before it's too late. Come get some of my love. Can you get some of my love? Can you get some of my love? Too late, yeah. Thank you, thank you. Thank y'all at home. All right. That song's called Too Late. Tafari is on it. Desire, another great Toronto R&B artist, is on it as well. I'm so excited for it to come out. Let's do the next one. All right, this one's called La La Land. I ain't smoking, and my anxiety's too high. But if you roll up backwards, I can always use some contact high. We can get closer than close. We can get closer than most. Guess it's too close, closer than smoke. I feel your ghost floating in my spine. You're my body high, taking me to la 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 la. Soaked in your sweat, close to your dust, buried in you. Smoke all around, skin touching, carried in you. Ghost in your strong, I want it most. Living for you, I'm living for you. Loving for you. La 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 I wish I had some champagne here. We don't have champagne here? You guys are laughing. I don't know. I just wanted some champagne. I don't know. I had to put it in the song. Thank you.
My sentiments exactly. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Eat.
Okay.
We need to shout out Mark Decor for this beautiful setup. Got me out here looking like Oprah and things. Ew. How are you?
I'm good.
How
are
was?
you?
Do you need water? Are you all right?
There's water here.
Yes,
Cool.
please take a sip. Do your thing.
I will grab some after. I want to really get into this talk with you.
Brilliant.
Okay.
I live.
Okay.
So, tell us a little bit more about R.Flex.
Okay. What do you want to know?
I want to know like where you're from in the city, like where'd you grow up, who your musical influences are.
Okay. So I am from Brampton. I'm actually like born in Toronto, from Brampton, still repping Brampton. Don't ever get it twisted, okay? Sean Paul's
That's
Get Busy was filmed in Brampton.
That's the claim to fame.
That is the claim to fame because we can't talk about Tory Lanez. Anyway, so
Whoop, 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 whoop.
okay, so so I'm like a singer-songwriter. I do like R&B, pop, dance, electronic, and I'm here.
I love that.
Yeah.
And honestly, like I said, sometimes that is more than enough.
Okay.
Just being here and your sound is, to me, when I was listening to you earlier today, like, and please forgive me, like I really just discovered you through this process. It was like, this feels like UK. It feels like, it reminds me of like Craig David back in the day. And I love Europe. Like, I think like Europe is lit and
Let's take a
is a whole vibe.
flight.
Soon.
Do you want to do this? Let's
Soon.
You know, I'm thinking 2022. Let's go to Berlin.
2020.
Let's. I mean, you have a couch now. Let's take the couch. Let's get an apartment. Let's do it.
Exactly. So who are some of the people who like influenced your sound?
Okay. So Janet.
Yes. Mother.
Yeah, she is the mother. Like, I just can't get over her.
Someone send this to Janet Jackson so she can tune in.
I feel like there's a whole bunch of Toronto artists that are influenced by Janet. So Kalela, Tanaje. Right now I'm really into Charlie XCX.
Cute.
Yeah.
So it's really diverse, which I think it comes across in the music that you make.
Yeah.
How important is it for you to make sure that your identity is clear through your music?
Ooh, like which identity?
Ooh. There's more than one?
Is identity ever singular?
I live. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. For me, in terms of like being like queer, it's very important. In terms of being non-binary, it's very important for me because I really just want to make space for folks to feel safe and like they can come to my show, party, vibe out, have a good time, and not have to worry about the BS.
What was the journey like to identifying yourself or realizing your fullness of being non-binary?
Ooh, the journey. It started on a long walk. And um, so it was, it was really hard because it was like trying to first, like, I feel like for me it's been like a circle, like I'm running around in circles. So it's like, didn't really come from a home that was like super excited about my identifiers, and that's been like an unraveling. And so it's kind of like circled in a way where I'm like, who was I as a kid? I'm like, I was this person. I'm this person now. It was a weird loop-de-loop. Here we are. And yeah, like it's been such a great, I actually call it like a great unfolding of just like looking at my experiences and getting to see how things have been colored over time and really just coming into myself like that.
I love how you called it an unfolding. I think we've grown up in a world where everything had to be this, that, or that. You know what I mean? And I think for the first time, we are at a place where that other box has a lot of asterisks beside it. And I think it's really great that there's space being created for the they thems of the world to exist and express themselves openly, and it not have to be this hidden little secret, where you are putting gender specifics into your music, and even with how you present yourself and how you dress and how you speak. I think it's a really awesome time and an awesome space to be in.
Absolutely. I mean, we'll see what it looks like on government forums more and more, but
even something as simple as that, like what does your driver's license look like? And a lot of times these aren't conversations that people have, So I think it's important that we are bringing these things to the forefront, especially being men of color.
Yeah.
And what's your background?
Oh, Guyanese Jamaican.
Same.
What?
Legit
oh my God.
same.
We have the same grandpa. My grandpa was a whore.
No, but I think this isn't something that would commonly be discussed in our households, in our communities, and I think it's beautiful to see it being reflected through all of these different forms of media. You know
Absolutely.
what
I mean, I think that's like one of the main reasons why I came to Toronto, because it was that place where I can meet folks who were like me and also questioning and just needed to find answers.
Like that's almost a sense of community.
Yes, almost it is. Is it a sense or is it not a sense? I don't know. Is it a vibe or not a vibe?
Hey, I don't want to put words into anybody's mouth. You know what I mean? How has 2020 been for you?
Hindsight.
Work. That was quick.
2020 has been just, I think, like very similar to you, where it's been like there have been some career highs of just getting to like do performances like on Club Quarantine, getting to do Luminato Festival, or at least work with them.
Being called one of Now Magazine's top artists to watch for 2020.
Yeah, and y'all are watching. Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely that too. And like just like a lot of personal growth, like really rediscovering my boundaries. Because you know what? It's so wild when you're living with like 3 other people and y'all are locked in a house together.
Ooh.
That's
Ooh.
Big, isn't that Big Brother?
Look.
Big Sis. That's what I'm going to call it my show.
Come on, Big Sis.
Come on, Big Sis. She's
did you
watching.
Did you win, Big Sis?
Are
you winning, Big Sis?
I think I'm winning. I think I'm like top 2.
Work.
Top 2.
Work.
It's I think the other one has a bit of an edge over me, but I got some tricks.
I mean, nobody wants to be the third in the top 3.
Nobody wants to be the third. Nobody. That's why they start making lawsuits. Anyway.
How would you define joy?
Joy.
Oh Lord. Now I'm scared.
What? What is there to be afraid of? Joy is like lots of laughter, dancing. I think dancing's like really great. I'm not much of a dancer, but I like to move, you know? So
I mean, your music definitely calls for it.
I know, so maybe we should discover how I move anywhere. So, yes. Okay, that's one. Also, yeah, community, you know, just feeling understood, I think is a really big one. And sex. Sex is great.
Thank you for keeping it PG-13. Because when I asked the question at first, I felt your mind go this way.
You know, I was just smelling the fumes in here. Y'all can't smell. If this was smell-o-vision, that's what's coming in 2022.
Oh, Lord.
Stay looking. You would be like, wow, this is a...
Oh, God, OnlyFans is going to have a whole other level.
You know, I mean, listen, there are people that like what they like.
Facts.
Yes.
And we live in a world now where that is more and more accepted.
Yeah, so smell a shoe.
R.Flex, thank you so much. Please let everybody know where they can follow you, where they can find you, how they can keep in touch.
You can find me at the corner of... No. You can find me at Flex R.Flex on all social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. And you can find me at r.flex if you like SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, whatever you do.
Work. Give us one thing that everyone should look out for coming soon.
Ooh, okay. So I got a single coming out called Na 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 on January 29th. And that's going to be exciting.
Are you sure? You don't sound excited.
Oh, I feel like I'm excited because it's going to be like a sleeper hit.
Ooh.
You know the sleeper, like, you know, like, it's going to be cute.
Come on, sleeper hits.
You know.
Well, thank you so much. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for joining us.
All right, thank you.
Round of applause in the comments. If you're watching this, please send this to a friend. Tell a friend. Let them know that we're here. We out here. We queer. We doing it. We looking cute. I hope someone took a photo of me. Screenshot this, because I feel like I look cute. Someone screenshot this and send it to me. Tag me. I am Hollywood Jade on Instagram. And I believe our next performer is ready. And you need to take the screenshot now because I'm about to go change my clothes. So if you miss it, you miss it. It's a look, right? It's a look. All right, so coming to the stage next, we have Tafarai Anthony. So please give it up and welcome Tafarai Anthony.
When I come to you, stare in my eyes and see me crying out, 'cause I fell for you. Yes, I fell for you, but here we are, it's questioning time. Checking my phone, you know you're gone. Find what you see, 'cause you made up your mind. And when I go, you think I'm not alone, but boy, I'm not the one. I'm giving all of me when I come to you, now. I'm giving all of me. Whoa, wish I could give you more than you see. But when I come to you, now, I'm giving all of me. Whoa. When I come to you, every word seems to spark another fight. Put it all on you, you put it all on me. 3 a.m. we had it again. Checking my phone, you know you're gone. Find what you see, 'cause you made up your mind. Compare the words to what you thought you heard, but boy, I'm not the one. Oh, all of me. Na 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 na. Oh, wish I could give you more than you see. Na 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 na. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I do to prove? So what more can I do? What more can I do to prove? When I call to you, nah, I'm giving all of me. When I call to you, nah, I'm giving all of me. Wish I could give you more. Do you see? When I call to you, nah, I'm giving all of me. So when I call to you, nah, wish I could give you more. And then you see, nah, all of me. Thank you. Thank you so much. So that was When I Come to You off my latest EP called The Way You See Me. And I'm going to do another one for you. This is called Feel the Love, and this is just about feeling for yourself what other people see you as. Here we go. We're coming. Maybe this will be a cappella? I don't know. Gotta start it back. You walk in, light up the room. Eyes off me, eyes on you. Sometimes it's hard to see the truth. Sometimes it's hard being here with you. I know how these nights go. Every boy here wants you, and I know that you know that they do. Pull me in, letting me know. When they push, then you pull. Somehow you never let me go. Somehow you never let me go. I know how these nights end. They flock in my eyes closed, but I know you won't be the most. I wish I could see myself the way you see me. So damn perfect, so damn worth it. Feel the love. Feel the love. Feel the love. I wake up. Honest, I knew. Eyes on you, eyes on me. Sometimes it's hard to hear the truth. Sometimes it's hard sharing it with you. I know how these days go. I just want to talk to you, but I know I got work to do. I wish I could see myself the way you see me. In your eyes, I'm so damn perfect, so damn worth it. If only I believed. Feel the love. If only I believed I could feel the love. If only I believed I could feel the love. Feel the love. If only I believed I could feel the love. Feel the love. If only I believed I could feel the wishing I could just think like you would stay. You seem to love so freely. You make it look so easy. Feel the love. If only I believed I could feel the love. If only I believed I could feel the love. Feel the love. Thank you so much. Okay, outfit change.
Look, I don't know when I'm gonna be able to host something in person again, so I'm giving
Yes,
you
I know
the
you gotta-
whole gig, honey.
I see you. I feel you.
I wish I had a lint roller, but it's okay.
It's okay.
That was me trying to compose myself because that was absolutely
Oh,
beautiful.
thank you so much.
Like, so I have a lot of talent, a lot of skill. That's not me tooting my own horn. Read the resume, it's there. I wish, in my mind, I wish that I could sing. Like, everyone tells me I can sing, but I'm just like, I don't sound like the song, like people that I like to listen to. And I thoroughly enjoyed listening to your music today on Spotify.
Thank you so much.
And again, my ignorance and my naivete of not being exposed to you sooner.
It's okay. We're here now, right?
Praise the Lord.
We're here now.
Bless
good.
your whole throat. Okay? Because yes. Where does music come from for you?
I mean, I grew up in a musical family, so both my parents were in music growing up. So honestly, the moment they knew I could sing, like it was a rap, right? It's
"Go
like,
ahead."
okay, go do it. But honestly, I think like I almost call it like a gift and a curse because I feel like because it came so easily and like there was never a struggle to do music in the house, I might have taken it for granted growing up. So it wasn't until I went to college and like stopped doing music and I had to fund my own projects that I was like, this is what I want to do.
I mean, it doesn't sound like there wasn't struggle. Like you sing from such a real place.
Well, I mean, there's a different struggle, but to do the music, that was easy.
So
Other
what was the
things,
struggle?
Not so much. Well, the struggle is the sexuality in the Caribbean household. It was not great.
And what's your background?
Mine is straight up Jamaican.
Good luck.
Thank you. I made it this far, so I don't know. Hopefully we're good.
I mean, not good luck because, to be honest, I feel like the Jamaican Caribbean community has come a very long way in terms of understanding,
Yes.
at least. Maybe not necessarily full acceptance, but like understanding. And I think it's important to acknowledge at least that much. We
will give them that, yes.
We'll give them
We
that.
gotta take baby steps at least, so at least it's a step in the right direction.
Look, because, child, telling 17-year-old me that I would be here hosting this would be a very different. I'd be like, nah.
Yeah, I feel you.
So, give the audience, the viewing audience, a little bit more about your background. You said you are of Jamaican descent. Are you first generation Canadian?
I'm first generation Canadian, me and my sisters.
Pow, pow, pow.
Yeah, you know. I grew up in Pickering, Ontario, Durham region.
Come on, Durham. Shout out to Doc,
Durham represent.
Archbishop Denzel Connor.
And yeah, I mean, I've been doing music for my whole life pretty much. And I've been calling it like soul pop, but I listen to so much different things like rock, electronic, everything. So somehow I'm trying to do my best and find my way to infuse all those influences into what I do.
Do you find it hard to have to try to label what it is that you do?
Yes, it is hard to label, and I wish I didn't have to label it, but this is also just the world that we're in.
Right.
People need something to grab onto, and it's almost like it doesn't even matter what it's called. Like, they just want to hear, like, oh, this is what it's called, and they'll still listen to it, hopefully.
I mean, they definitely should be listening. Like, I am so impressed with the talent that exists in my city that I'm not even privy to. Yeah. You know what I mean?
There's a lot.
And it's even better when this talent comes from a community that embraced me at a time when I felt like nobody would. And having platforms like the Black Gay Men's Network to come and allow us to live in our fullness. What does that mean for you?
For me, it's about being able to be my own Black queer. And what I mean by that is I feel like, again, I'm talking about labels. It's like everyone kind of expects you to kind of be this certain thing. So you're Black and you're queer, you got to be like this. And as if there's no other option, you know what I'm saying? So for me, a lot of the music and like me taking breaks in between different projects is kind of me trying to find my way of expressing the Black queer person that I am without everyone else's intentions on top of me. and seen.
I mean, I just wanted to let that breathe because that is a very important point. I feel like even as a dancer, like I started off as a dancer, like I was excluded from a lot of things because they were just like, oh, he's gay. And this was before I even publicly started saying that. Like I was already put into a box. So like I appreciate that sentiment immensely.
It's hard, but I think it's important for us to do that because people need to see that there's other ways to be yourself. You know, you don't have to necessarily try and fit into a mold to like get by. You know what I mean? You can just be you, and that's fine.
Yeah, you are enough.
You are enough.
Did you hear that? You are enough. So let everybody know what you have coming up. Like, give us like some resume things.
Some resume things. Well, I just released my EP called "The Way You See Me" in November. Thank you. This year has been pretty crazy. Like I was featured in Paper Magazine a couple times.
Which magazine? Sorry.
Paper Magazine. Gay Times Magazine, Billboard, like all kinds of crazy things that I never thought would happen. But I think again, talking about authenticity and like sticking to who you are, I think by outside of that, I have a vinyl coming out the album because I just think it'll be great. So that'll be out probably in March, and that's me at the moment.
No big deal. Lots of us haven't been featured in the Gay Times yet,
Listen, girl,
or
it
in
took a
paper,
while. It took a
or
while.
in Paper Magazine. So
It can come. It can come.
you know. Thank you so much, Tafari.
Thank you.
I appreciate you. I celebrate your gift, and I look forward to hearing more and seeing more of you.
Thank you so much.
Is there anything else that you want to leave us with? Let everybody know where they can follow you and how they can find you.
Yes, you can find me at Tafari Anthony, which is TAF as in Frank, ARI, Anthony spelled the usual way, on all social media, and my website is the same thing.
Do people not get that it's Tafari, like with an F? Like, what do
Well,
they
you
think
know,
it is?
sometimes I mumble, so they might think it's an S or something else. Trust me, I've gotten some very crazy things.
I mean, I guess.
I've gotten some very crazy things. Very crazy. Like, I'll say Tafari, they'll say, oh, Tafari? No. Tafari? Oh, Tafari? No. So it's just, I got to just put it out there.
Hit them with it. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We appreciate you. We celebrate you. My very, very last thing is, how are you celebrating joy moving forward?
Moving forward. I'm doing my best to take time for myself because if this year taught me anything is that I was doing way too much before. And as much as the hustle is great, I think it's important to have joy in just being with yourself and doing you and taking a breather, and that is okay.
Self-care matters.
It does. So that's what I'm trying to do going forward.
I mean, well, just please keep protecting and self-caring this voice and this gift because the world needs it. I celebrate you. I honor you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Awesome. Give it up for Tafari. Yeah. Oh, we snapping now. All right. How we doing? What are people in the comments? Did we take a photo? There's hearts and fire and love. Yes, tears. I was like zhuzhing for this moment, and I'm like, wait a second. He's singing. All right. I love that, and I love when artists are able to capture you in that way. And from the first time I heard this artist on Canadian Idol, I was like, oh, wait. I might actually watch this whole thing as long as he stays. And he stayed right to the end. He is a dear friend and someone who I admire for his tenacity and his courage and his gift. Ladies, gentlemen, and those who haven't decided yet, please welcome to the stage the one and the only Mr. Gary Beals.
I lay bare, naked in front of you. I let you teach me to be me through my insecurities. Wondering what more you need from me. If you take and I take, we take. If you do and I do, we do. If you love and I love, we love. What more do we need? How could you not take me for me? Why would we want to break free from me? Gave you my heart, gave you my trust, gave you my all, and you just gave it up. How could you not take me from me? Yeah. If I write my thoughts on a page for you, would you see me the same way you read me? Every time I think of you, I'm reminiscing on our yesterdays. Baby, I just can't let you fade away. If you take and I take, we take. If you do and I do, we do. If you love and I love, we love. What more do we need? How could you not take me from me? Why would you want to break free from me? Gave you my heart, gave you my trust, gave you my all, and you just gave it up. How could you not take me from me? I stared myself in the chest, I die for you. I take my soul straight to hell, I burn for you. I pull out all the hairs in my head, I'll go crazy for you. Baby, there is nothing, nothing I would not do. How could you not take me from me? Why would you want to break free from me? Gave you my heart, gave you my trust, gave you my all, and you just gave it up. How could you not take me from me? How could you not? Why would you want to break free from me? Gave you my all. How could you not take me from me? Thank you, thank you, thank you. This next tune I'm gonna do, it's from my album, Bleed My Truth, just came out October 23rd. This is my second single. It's inspired by my trip, was inspired by my trip to South Africa. This is called Blood Red Roses, so if you're at home, enjoy. I can feel it, I won't conceal it. They can't control me, I'm wildfire. I pay my own way, I earn my own way. I'm worth the whole bag, you can't deny. Time and tears roll down my face, I must be happy. Crystal clear raindrops won't drown my precious time. All this black and gold on me, I must be royalty. Living life like I just left my stresses all behind. Come on, blurry roses, golden kisses, frozen moments. Blurry roses, golden kisses, frozen moments. Come on, if you're at home, do a little snap. Woo! Can you feel it? That electric feeling. Move like you mean it. I know you feel it. Why not reveal it? Don't you conceal it? Come on. Diamond tears roll down your face. You must be happy. Crystal clear raindrops won't drown your precious smile. All that's black and gold, they say you must be royalty. Live life like you just left your stresses all behind. Blurry roses, golden kisses, frozen moments. Blurry roses, golden kisses, frozen moments. Here we go. Everybody at home. We're gonna love forever. We're gonna love forever. Love is all we need. Love is all you need. Everybody, we're gonna love forever. All we need is a little bit of love. Love is all you need. Love is all we need. Blurry roses, golden kisses, frozen moments. 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 Love is all we need. Thank you. All right.
I have to put on a blazer.
I like it. I like it.
I knew you was gonna come with a blazer, so I'm like,
I'm
let
a
me.
blazer and a turtleneck kind of
Let
guy.
me see. I didn't want to wear the turtleneck because then I didn't want people to be like, "Oh, who wore it best?"
Ah, okay. That kind of thing. All right.
That kind of thing. How are you, Gary?
I'm good. I'm feeling good.
I hope this feels like natural and comfortable for you.
It does, and you know I'm all about feeling natural and authentic and good. Yes.
Good. I launched a Instagram podcast earlier during quarantine this year, and Gary was my first guest. And you bled some of your truth
Sure did.
on this podcast. How has it been since you told the world your truth?
Gosh, it's been extremely liberating for me. I am not a person who likes to live in regrets, but sometimes I'm like, why didn't I do this a long time ago? But I believe in journeys, and everything happens as it should. And I'm just grateful for the journey. I'm grateful for the space that I'm in. I'm blessed. And I just realized through me bleeding my truth and for me just speaking my truth, it has liberated others. Along the way, one of I'm a lover of quotes, and one of the quotes that I love is be who you needed when you were younger. Mm-hmm. And I needed a strong, a confident, a black gay man in my life to be able to say, you know what, be who you are. And so I just want to be present for those who may be struggling, for those who they are, just to be able to be there, be a presence to say, this is who I am, and encourage others to do the same as well.
Come on. I love it. I think it is beautiful to see you living in your fullness and in all that you are. Do you think not being able to live authentically hindered your musical journey?
Most definitely. I stepped away from doing music for 10 years, 11 years. And it was because I was trying to find pieces of myself, pieces that I knew that were there, but just trying not to conform to society, to what people wanted me to be. And so I kind of, the creative part of myself kind of died. And so now that that I've been able to express just a small piece of myself, which I thought was a whole piece of myself, I just realized other parts of myself. And, I just bask in being creative. Like, I wake up in the morning and I just get inspired to write and just to map out things. And I just think of different creative ideas. And it's just opened up so much more for me. So, yes, yes, yes.
That's so beautiful. Like, and I genuinely, sincerely feel like it is so important that we are allowed grace to experience these things, and not being pigeonholed and defined by this one singular part of who we are. I think that's another valid point that you made, that like a lot of us, and not to project on you, but like even myself growing up, like I felt like by letting people know this side of me, that's all that I would be seen as. And what I love that the climate that we're living in is that that's not the case. At least not so externally as it used to be. Like I feel like we are allowed to be queer black men who also
Right.
are other things, and also it's not the one singular defining
Yeah, I
thing
mean,
of
it's
who we are.
important for us to walk in our truth and to embrace parts of ourselves, but also to realize that, my sexuality is not the totality of who I am, that there's other parts of me. And again, I see the beauty in, even because, I was one who kind of, always would feel awkward even having conversations with straight black men, because I thought they would see me differently. But now that, I'm embracing my sexuality, not for somebody else to see, but I embrace parts of myself. I see the beauty in having conversations and just being open with other people aside from my sexuality. And I just see the beauty in just getting to know people on a deeper level and just communicating with people. Like the way I communicate is a whole lot different than when I was, this closeted gay black man. So I see the beauty in that.
I'm doing everything I can to contain myself from getting up and shouting like it's Sunday church
All right
service.
now.
No, because like and the thing is, it's amazing, and I celebrate you going through that journey. But it's more important, I think, not more important, but it's equally important for the people watching to hear these messages and us normalizing this type of
Amen.
dialogue.
Normalizing.
Yeah, because
Normalizing. Can we say that again? Normalizing.
Right.
Because it's a normal thing.
it is.
Yes.
And a lot of us grew up in a time and in households and in communities where we were told that this thing was so negative and so bad. And I just love that we are reclaiming
It's so
that
important.
and changing the narrative behind what it means to be a queer black gay man.
And there was so many times when I was younger, even into my, my 20s, where I would just, pray, God, why? Why did you make me gay? Why? I didn't want to be gay. And so now it's like 360. I embrace, I'm gay, I'm proud, and I just walk in that. And I want that for other people as well, because the liberation that you feel when you walk in your truth, it's beyond anything that I was able to fathom back in the day. And so it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Again, and I celebrate statements like this and moments like this, and the fact that there are two men of color on y'all's screens right now who are openly gay and open about their sexuality, and it doesn't take away from your talent.
Right.
Because you sing your face off.
All right.
Okay? and I really feel like a lot of the narrative that existed that we've now taken back and are reclaiming, even with events like Joy, is that this doesn't define, this singular thing doesn't define us.
Indeed so.
Yes. So let's talk really quickly about this album of
Yes,
yours.
my album. Oh my goodness. Yes, I totally forgot about the album. Yes, but the album, Bleed My Truth. Bleed My Truth is the album.
Come
There
on,
I am
artwork.
right there. Okay, hey.
So talk us through quickly the evolution of Gary Beals into this. that we see.
Into Bleed My Truth, the album. Well, my last album was back in 2009, which was called The Rebirth Of. At that time, I thought I was going to be able to expose parts of myself, but I wasn't there yet. So I took a break from music. I stepped away just to kind of discover parts of myself, rediscover parts of myself, and to really tap into purpose. And it was back in 2000, and I would say 2017. I just felt like I was in like this transitional period, and so I needed to take a trip. I love to travel, as you know, and I needed to take a trip, but a trip by myself. And I never ever took a trip by myself. I always traveled with friends. So I decided to take a trip to Hawaii by myself, an unfamiliar place. And gosh, as I just think about it, it's making me emotional because, I just tapped into like parts of myself that I loved, parts of myself that I didn't like. And it was like me facing into a mirror and just looking at myself and just, seeing the beauty of who I was. And, it was a lot of self-discovery, and it was hard to, to go back into certain moments. And then I was just inspired by that trip I kind of, fell back in love with music, and I just wanted to write original tunes. And so that inspired the album. And it's funny because, I would cry a lot throughout the album, the writing process. And it was kind of tears of joy and tears of just shedding pieces of myself that just needed to be shed. And it was extremely liberating. So I did a lot of self-discovery along the way, and just a lot of like going back into my past, like, and remembering who I was also when I was younger. And I do that every now and then to find the joy of who I was when I was younger, and remind myself that I should be feeling that same way now. And so that's been the journey of just writing the album. And it's just, I love the album so much because, it's not like one-dimensional, even in terms of the musical aspect of it. It's slow, it's up-tempo, it's mid-tempo, but it's also in terms of like the lyrical content. There's Good Company where I speak about like sexuality and growing up, the sexuality in terms of, sex in itself, not even gay or whatever. It's just in terms of sex, that was something that, it wasn't talked about. It was taboo sort of thing. So just touching on pieces of that. And then for me is about, just embracing not only who I am, but going into relationships and showing up as yourself and being okay with showing up as yourself. And if you don't take me for me, then that's on you. That's not on me. But then also Blood Red Roses, which was inspired by my trip to South Africa, and just embracing my blackness and understanding that we are kings and queens. And so, and just, there's just so many meanings and themes behind the song. So I'll stop talking.
I want you to sing that one, the bridge part.
Diamond tears roll down my face, I must be happy. Because you know what? And that line came from, I was in South Africa at it was a Latin club that we were at. It was a day party. And there was everybody of like all races, all ages, all backgrounds. And I remember leaving that club and just crying because it was the first time that I was in a space as a black man and a gay man, and I never felt judged. Right. And so the diamond tears fell down my face because I was happy.
See,
So
I didn't know that. But there's something about that phrase in the song that every time I hear it, it touches me in a way. You know, Gary, I am, as your friend and as your choreographer, I
Yes.
am so proud of you and I'm so
thank you.
happy for you. And as a listener and as a lover of music, I am so proud of you and so happy for you because
You already know my love
this
for you.
music, guys, if you haven't listened to this album, please go check it out. There is something on there, I promise you, for everybody. How are you going to take joy moving forward?
Oh my goodness, I'm just gonna bask in joy. I'm gonna be joy. I'm going to just be a magnet. And yeah, I'm just gonna just soak it up. And I want people to experience and feel joy. So not just give it, but also receive it as well. So yeah, joy, joy, joy.
I love it. Gary, thank you so much. Thank you for blessing us with that performance. Thank you for
Thank
your
you.
openness in this conversation, and I appreciate you.
I love you lots and appreciate you just the same.
Thank you. All right. I'm not sure where we are time-wise, but I guess I will wrap this bad boy up. Gary got me all in my feelings. I'm sorry. No, it's good. It's good because it's important for us as men to be able to express when we are feeling emotional, and it not be looked at in a negative context. This year has been a lot of things. I have lost some friends. I have refound some friends. I have had really great highs career-wise. I've had health scares in my family. I've lost family members. I have lost friends. I think about all of it, and it really makes me grateful that in the face of all of this, I can still smile. I can still find reasons to dig into myself and say I am happy and that I have joy. And what has been beautiful about this experience is realizing that I am not by myself in that, and that there's a community of Black queer individuals, not just men, Black queer individuals who will rally around me and lift me and elevate me when it's needed. Shout outs to, once again, DC Music Toronto. Shout outs to Mark Decor. Shout outs to Robert Ball, who produced this. Shout outs to the Black Gay Men's Network of Ontario. Shout outs to you three amazing beings for sharing so openly and willingly. And shout outs to everybody watching. Thank you all for tuning in. There's a lot going on in the world, and the fact that you took the time to sit and listen to our stories and hear our points of view is really what the world needs to be about. And I'm grateful for this space that has been cultivated and created where I can come and live in my fullness and just really express myself. My gratitude is overflowing, and that's the only way that you're gonna receive it, because I am no longer pouring from my cup. The only way you get it is if it overflows. So if you want gratitude, you gotta pour into the cup to get it. Thank you all so much. Peace, love, and hair grease, and Happy New Year.